going to start off talking about this offseason outlook with Pete Alonso, because over this month, we've heard a lot of things with Pete Alonso. He's seeking a 7-year deal, according to the New York Post and Mike Puma. Let's be honest. He's not getting that from the New York Mets. As much as I want Pete Alonso back, he is not getting a 7-year deal from the New York Mets. And I think I saw something over $200 million. He may get $200 million, but he's not getting 700. He's not getting 7 years. He's just not. Last year, he signed a 2-year deal, $54 million in February, which it was this year, but last season, with an opt-out after the first season. So he's opting out. He made that very clear in the post-game conference at the last game of the season. I wasn't really upset or hurt by it, but we all know that he was opting out. He didn't even have to tell us. He didn't have to tell us. We knew he was opting out. 2025 season for him is probably one of his best statistical seasons, definitely his best with average batted, 272, 38 homers, 126 RBIs, broke the Mets' all-time franchise record, home run record, held by Darryl Strawberry. He now has 264 to lead the Mets franchise. Unlike last season, the ball and I guess the advantage is going to Pete Alonso. He has the advantage this offseason over the Mets. He had a career year. He was the best player on the team and in baseball for almost 2 months. The Mets really don't have a viable first base option at this moment in time. Internally, there's no one that can provide his offensive production internally. I mean, you throw Mark Vientos out there. Look at what happened to Mark Vientos this season offensively. A lot of people think about maybe they'll throw Juan Soto at first base and get a center fielder. That wouldn't shock me. I mean, we've seen him practice, first base drills. But is he ready for that yet? I just don't know. The other thing that advances that's an advantage for Alonso is the Mets cannot extend the qualifying offer. They already did that last year. So any team that's signing Pete Alonso won't have to worry about forfeiting a draft pick. So everything is setting up nicely for Pete Alonso. I don't believe he's getting 7 years. But he's going to get closer to what he wants than probably what the Mets were willing to give him or are willing to give him. The most I would go for Pete Alonso is probably 5, maybe with an option for 6, maybe. I think what's best, though, for the Mets is a 4-year deal with probably an option for 5. That sounds best to me. But we all know, and if you listen to the post-game pressers, you could see these subtle jabs taken by Alonso to the Mets front office. So always saying that the ball's in their court. They know what to do. They know how to bring me back. So then you got David Stearns during the season-ending conference, wants to get more defensive, wants run prevention. If that wasn't a little bit of a jab to Pete Alonso, I don't know what is. But here's my thought on this whole situation with Pete Alonso in first base. And you let me know if you agree. I think, and this is just me going off the top of my head, I think that the Mets will have their first base solution early on in the offseason. I don't think that they want to drag this out at all. It's not going to be like last season where it dragged all the way out to February. We had a Mets fan fest as well. Do you think Steve Cohen was honestly happy during that panel alongside David Stearns and I think Carlos Mendoza, when everyone was chanting for Pete Alonso's name, I think he was taken aback by it, maybe a little bit embarrassed when the fans were calling him out. He thought Steve sometimes thinks everything is rosy, but not for that. Stearns had to be a little bit embarrassed too. So I don't see this dragging out all the way to February. I think the Mets, whether it's Pete Alonso or someone else, the Mets will have their first base solution early in this offseason. Maybe in this next 2 months. I don't think that this drags out. I don't think the Mets want this to drag out. I don't want it to drag out.